Hello, Aris. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm happy to see you. And
It's
I'm
good to see you again. Awesome. Well, apparently this is our show, so we got to run with it.
all right, thank you. Until this time, I am in this belief that I will be getting the award, and I would like to say thank you to ACTA and to you.
Thank you. Not a problem. We're honored to have the opportunity to recognize you. So, I have been asked to kind of formally get this started. So, um, I wanted to say hello to everyone in the audience. I am Patty O'Connor, the Skilled Trades Service Line Director for Express Employment, and I have the honor of being joined by Aris Pangilinan. First of all, congratulations, Aris, for your well-deserved Teacher of the Year award. For the
Thank you.
audience, can you please take a moment to kind of introduce yourself? Tell us where you're from and what you teach.
I'm Aris Pangilinan. My students, their parents, and the whole community call me Mr. P. I am actually from the Philippines, and I am a teacher by education, by profession, and by practice. Um, I am teaching computer science from computer science essentials to APCSP, APCSA, and cybersecurity, both from College Board and engineering. But I was a former math teaching AP calculus and AP statistics.
Awesome. So, how is that? How you got your background? Became part? How did you become part of CTE?
Well, when I was teaching mathematics, most of my colleagues from central office are always asking me to join them in professional developments for CTE. Then after a while, after the Washington Post bestowed the Teacher of the Year on that particular year, they asked me to be an instructional coach, but at the same time, the STEM coordinator or director. Whenever the teachers will be going to the professional development, I will be with them until probably in 10 years, I become a fully certified CTE teacher. And I am extremely thankful because for me, CTE is the new STEM. CTE is the one giving a lot of opportunities for the students to get the lessons more connected to each of those lessons, and at the same time it's just like it gives them real life situation and real life examples of what should be going on in the future and what is going on in their community. It's more on problem solving and community based challenge that the students can solve.
I couldn't agree with you more. In speaking with you and having the pleasure to meet with you, Eris, you've accomplished some very impressive things, during your school and beyond. Can you tell us some of the proudest accomplishments you've had and how you've achieved those?
So I was teaching in Northeast DC, and then the community have noticed that my students are running to my classroom at the beginning of the period, and they were amazed why those students are running, only to find out that, modesty aside, they are excited in learning. So they nominated me for the first award to be like the Teacher of the Year. And then that was followed by more awards like the US Presidential Awardee for Excellence in Mathematics and Science Teaching. I am extremely thankful that all of those kind of awards, it was the community who nominated me to get those awards. They have noticed my hard work, my dedication to teaching. They have noticed that once I go to school before 7 o'clock, I am leaving at 7 o'clock in the evening. Bring my students to a lot of community services during weekends, but at the same time training them for academic competition after school, especially the robotics. And that made them think that I am so much invested with my students. In this case, when it comes to the ACTE, it was actually my students who wrote recommendation letters for me. One is from University of Virginia, one is from Virginia Tech, one is from UDC, and one is from George Mason University. all of them have expressed that their life changed because of the mentoring, the coaching, and the teaching and learning that they went through with me and inside the four walls of my classroom. But I am making sure that we are extending that, not just in the four corners of my classroom, but also beyond that. In fact, 2 nights ago, my students and I went to the Amazon headquarters in Arlington, Virginia, for the social scholarship social, wherein we are helping those families in the DMV area to be acclimated to more resources for college, career, and scholarships.
Nice. Mr. P, your passion is, it comes, you just can't miss your passion. It's everywhere, right? And I just love talking to you and hearing what you do for your students. So based off of all the words of encouragement you give your students, on the flip side, what words of advice or encouragement would you give teachers facing challenges in the industry today?
I am very thankful you asked that question. I was really reflecting why I received the 2024 National ACTE Teacher of the Year. And I think one of the reasons is he wants me to advocate for access and equity, not just for the students, but also for simple teachers like me, especially when it comes to instructional resources, to connection to the businesses and community stakeholders. We just would like to make sure that teachers and students have access to all of the resources available so that we can apply that in our teaching and learning, so that we can see the connection of what is happening inside the classroom and what is happening in the real world. So I would like to say for all the teachers there, let's continue our good fight for good education of our students. We would like to say, let's be an advocate for them, because as teachers, we are actually leaders in our classroom. We are leaders in our community, and we set by example. And that example that we set will inspire our students to be better citizens in our community and our country.
That's very special. That's awesome. When you're thinking of the teachers who are looking at you for direction on how to make their careers better, right? What are some of the things that you do to make your class unique, right? What's your secret sauce to the success you've received?
Many people ask me that question. And in fact, some of my colleagues told me like, I want to be you. I said, you may not like it. You will be short. But in that case, I said, receiving an award is not like you do the things or you do all of those things to receive an award. I said, you have to do it coming from your heart and let the people decide whether you will receive it or not. So in that case, I continue my search for knowledge. I continue to evolve with the students. I continue to be partners in many organizations, universities, stakeholders. We work together, but the best thing about it is they are happy with the artifacts of learning that the students can get by those resources that they are giving me. I cannot speak for more. So my students become the best ambassadors of teaching and learning in my classroom and in the community. And therefore, I don't need to speak. I remember the time when Washington Post observed me. My students got the opportunity for me because I was so tired teaching. So they said, Mr. P, you need to sit down. We will handle the reporter. So in that case, you can see that my students are very concerned with me, but also they will also would like to speak for what is happening in the classroom. And I believe that they can speak more. So if the teachers will allow the students to be their ambassadors, I believe they will be more successful because the students are actually more influential than the teachers in teaching others, especially their fellow students.
I love your passion, and you clearly are passionate about CT, which makes my heart just go pitter pat. Where does your passion come from?
When I was young, I would like to be an archbishop, but I was poor. Then I would like to be a lawyer, but I was poor. But somebody who is a Harvard-based businessman mentored me. So I worked during the day, I studied at night. He was the one who chose teaching for me because his sister graduated from Columbia University, owns schools and banks. And he said that teachers are influential in the community. So I became a teacher. But my passion came from my students. My students are my reflection. And I am a reflection of my students. Why? I'm poor. I was the first in the family to go to college. And after graduating from college, I am so blessed that I have sent my brothers and sisters, my younger brothers and sisters, to go to college, and therefore they become professional. Some are teachers, some are nurses, and we are very blessed with that. I am a reflection of my students because I could not speak well. I have an accent. My parents don't have that kind of very high education, but they are passionate of learning and teaching their kids how to be a better person. I am a reflection of my students who are curious of learning and would like to improve ourselves because we believe that if we have good education, we will be better members of the community, and we will make the standards of living much higher and much enjoyable.
That's very special.
Thank you.
What part of being an ACTE member do you truly value the most? Or what would you say to someone who's considering becoming a member?
You know why I love CTE? I told you a while ago that for me, CTE is the new STEM. When I was a math teacher, there were a lot of trainings, professional developments in STEM. But this time, I can see that CTE can give more, both to those students who will go to college and those students who will go to the technical fields. So in my case, I will say CTE opens careers for many, for all students. CTE gives opportunities to explore possibilities. And most of all, CTE gives access and equitable opportunities for all students so they can do their passion. Because having this kind of passion and having such kind of career that will make you happy in life, especially in this very stressful and complicated world, it makes a lot of difference when you love your job. And when you love your job, just like me, one happy teacher, 100 happy students, it makes a lot of difference. They always ask, why teachers don't grow old? Is it because when you're happy in your job, you feel like you're a child, you think like you're a child, but you don't behave like a child, of course. But the beauty of it is there is inner self in there that says, there is a child in you. Curiosity is there. And there's always something special that makes you happy, that makes you contented in your job.
I couldn't agree more. That is awesome. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. So, would you mind if I may have some questions?
Please.
Okay, sure. Thank you. So, I would like to ask, you were so involved in there, and I was so thankful. The money that you gave me, the express, I will use that for, I have launched a program last week. I call it a program for access and equity. Um, I am becoming emotional, but I am teaching for 28 years. And the last 3 years of my teaching, my teaching career is so colorful. I have seen many students being blocked for accessing courses that they want to, courses that they are curious. So I decided to launch a program that focus on advocacy, wherein we will be advocating for access and equity. We will educate fellow students. We will advocate a good education for the students, and not just the students, also with the parents. We would like to make sure that parents know their rights, that CTE is for all, that CTE is accessible, that there is no one who can block a child from accessing something that they are curious. So I would like to say thank you, and the money that you gave me, I will use that for that initiative. And I do hope it will bear fruit. I just received a call today from the American Federation of Teachers. They will be having this kind of national leadership conference for access and equity in New York. So I said yes to that. It's, I'm very thankful for that. But my question for you is, why is CTE important to express employment professionals?
Aris, that's a good question, right? When you look at a company like Express Employment, right? We are, the third largest light industrial staffing company, right? We have a mission of putting over 1 million people to work, right? Last year, we put over 500,000 people to work. We want to help good companies find good people, right? CTE helps us with that, along with other employers, by educating and training the future workforce. CTE offers educations for individuals across a wide range of industries to support the companies that keep our economy moving. As the service line director for skilled trades specifically, for Express Employment, the students at CTE touch, the teachers, the teachers touch the students daily, and you're helping put our future workforce out there. So, Express Employment loves the opportunity to partner with CTE and keep that relationship moving forward.
Wow, that is commendable. You know what? Your company will be blessed more just because of what you are doing to many people. So, if you won't mind, I have my last question. I feel that you give us the feeling of we are important to you. We are important to the community. So my question to you is, why are teachers like me, simple people, simple teachers like me, important to your company?
Mr. P, there's nothing simple about you or any other teacher. Teachers are important. You all touch the community. Express Employment is in 850 different communities across North America as well, right? We want to impact the community, and working with teachers. Teachers, you're creating the future for students, the future for this country, right? Teachers not only help mold and create educated individuals, but teachers influence every student through their thoughts and their actions, right? You challenge students to continuously provide the best. You encourage them every single day. You foster creativity and your passion with everybody you touch. And teachers impact so many people who will be the people we will be working with as they, get older and start to work for a job. And so we love the opportunity and appreciate teachers and how much they impact our future workforce.
Wow, thank you. It feels so special that people like you, company that you have, that is giving that kind of treatment to teachers. And please be assured that teachers like us, that you are giving such kind of importance. Please be assured that we will do what the American people is known for in the world. That is community service. By paying it forward and paying it back to the community. Please be assured that we will do that. And I thank you for that.
With your passion, Aris, whether you're teaching or not, the people you touch, the impact that you will have on the people's lives is exponential. Thank you again, and congratulations on being Teacher of the Year.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.